Hello students, in the previous class we have seen about the first order, second order, third order reactions of chemical kinetics. So today let us discuss about collision theory. So coming to collision theory. So what is collision? Generally, as we know, collision is nothing but here it is bombarding with the molecules. So coming to here, what is collision? We can say whenever the molecules or atoms is colliding, that when we call it as what here? Collision. So means what? Bombarding means this molecule and this molecule is going to collide. Okay, so this is nothing but collision. So let us discuss what happens in collision theory. So coming to here, generally when, as we know that the reactant molecules is directly converted to products, but in between this we are having somewhat difference by converting into products. The what is that means, before forming the products, the molecules, the reactants molecules will collide first, then only it will form a products. Okay, so if you have been seen here, the molecules of the reactants must collide with each other to form products. So if you take two molecules, that is A plus A, so these two molecules are colliding, then it is forming as a product. So at the same time of collision here, we require the molecules, means it should collide, so it requires some amount of energy. So that energy we call it as threshold energy. Okay, so this is about what here, this will be oriented, we can say, at the time of collision. Okay, so coming to here next, the reactant molecules will be in a continuous motion when they collide with each other. So means what will happen here, whenever the reacting molecules, so here this continually they are moving. For example, in a beaker, in a beaker cold water, in a beaker hot water you have taken. So when you place a sugar molecules here, so when you place sugar molecules, this will easily evaporate and compared to this one. Okay, so what happens for this one, we require energy, that one we call it as threshold energy. Why? Because here the molecules are colliding. Okay, so means what, the reactants molecules whenever we have been taken, they are continuously moving, so that's why what happens, they collide with each other. So when you break old bonds, and the formation of new bonds is a chemical process, as we know. So let us take example here, CH3OH, and here we are taking here Cl2. So then what we are getting here, CH3OCl will be getting, and HCl it is losing. So if you have been observed here, I am breaking the bond and it is forming the bond. So means what, breaking the bond and formation of new bond, this is also a chemical process. So and all collisions will not form the products, we can say. Why? Because here the collisions can be done by a actual molecules, we call it as activated collisions. So what we can say, activated collisions is nothing but what here, we are saying what here, when molecules will collide, directly converted into products. But coming to what here, all molecules will not form the products, but what happens here, the collisions what we are taking, it should have some type of molecules, actual molecules, that when we call it as what, activated collisions. So the molecules which do not give threshold energy will not give products. So the energy what we are not applying, so when you not apply energy, you will become weak. So, okay, in the same way, when you not apply here energy, the molecules is not going to form the products. So let us see example here. A plus B gives rise to products. A plus A, these two molecules colliding, it is giving activated molecule, and these two molecules colliding, this is giving activated molecule. So here what happens, when the collision molecules, the activated molecules is reacting, and finally it is forming as a product. So here this A star B star indicates what here, this A star B star indicates activated molecules. And here what is activation energy? The difference between threshold energy and normal molecule energy. So means what here, threshold energy means what we are applying, that when we call it as threshold. Normal energy means what here, already we had, that when we call it as normal energy. So that one we call it as what here, activation energy. So coming to here, if you have been seeing the energy barrier diagrams in case of reactant and products. Okay, so if you have been seen, the reactants is going to increase and it is going to decrease products. So what happening here, this in the x-axis we are taking reaction part, and in y-axis we are taking potential energy. So what is it is giving here? This is about the energy barrier. This diagram, this curve indicates energy barrier. So this distance, this energy barrier, this reactant activation energy, and this one activation energy. So this whole thing we call it as EA is nothing but activation energy. Okay, so here ET, this is the distance between reaction part and this curve, that one we call it as threshold energy. So this is nothing but what here? This is nothing but energy barrier diagram. If you have been taken example here, CH3BrOH. So when nucleophile is adding, so this is a slow step. Means what here? This is a proper reaction we can say. In improper reaction what happens? It will not give. Why? Because it is forming as a intermediate. Because of this formation of intermediate, it is not giving correct reaction. So in proper reaction what happens? The Br will go outside and OH will come and add here. So this is colliding. So next one coming to here, the few effective collisions give a chemical reaction depending upon Arrhenius equation we can say. So some of the collisions what it will give? Chemical reaction basing upon Arrhenius equation, that is K equals to ZAB e to the power minus EA by RT, where Z is equals to collision frequency, EA activation energy, R gas constant, T absolute temperature. So this is about collision theory. So basing upon effect of temperature, so how the rate of reaction is going to happen? As I have told, temperature increases, rate of reaction increases, and also for every 10 degrees when you raise the temperature, the rate of reaction is equals to 2 or 3, that one we call it as temperature coefficient. So this is nothing but K 10 degrees centigrade plus T degrees centigrade by KT is equals to 2 or 3 we can say. So depending upon, here temperature is what here? Depending upon the Arrhenius equation, that is A into e to the power minus EA by RT, where K is rate constant, A is Arrhenius factor, EA is activation energy, gas constant, temperature. So as we know, for different temperatures T1 and T2 and rate constant K1 and K2 can be written as K1 equals to K2. So this is the log K1, this is the log K2. This is about AB. So log A into, why? Because exponential term will come here, means log. So log A e power A by RT1 minus e power A by RT2. By subtracting these two equations, so what we are getting? We are taking common as a log A minus EA by R. Then you will be getting 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2 log K1 minus K2. So by A minus B formula it is forming. Okay. So when you apply log on both sides, so what it is going to happen? Log K1 equals to log A into e to the power minus A by RT1, log KT equals to A into minus EA by RT2. So means what here? So when you do this one, this is the formula we are getting. So log and exponential term will get cancelled. So then what will happen? From equation 1 and 2 we can take it as log K1 minus log K2 equals to log A minus EA by RT1 minus of log A EA by RT2. So by this what we can take? Log A will get cancelled, minus EA by R is equals to 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. So this is about Arrhenius equation based on temperature. So now let us see about methods of determining order of reaction. To determine order of reaction we are having different types of method. First one is trial and error method. In trial and error method what happens? In this method the reaction is applied in reactants like initial conditions. So when you apply initial conditions at reactant A is a time after reactant A is A minus X, then zero order reaction you are getting here A minus of A minus X by T. For first order you are getting this one, means already we have derived this equation if you have been seen. So what happening here? When you derive x into A minus x, 2x minus x square by 2a square into A minus x square. So here we are taking initial conditions, concentration conditions. When you apply, these are the reactions we are getting. So this is one of the method. Coming to half-life method, what happens? If you find half-life method, so you are going to get this one. Okay, for zero order, first order, second order, third order. Means T half is equals to A by 2k, means here x in the place of x if you take a by 2 and in the place of t if you take t half. For zero order you are getting this one, for first order, second order and third order we are getting. So finally what we can write in nth order, a to the power n minus 1. So in half life time period this is the equation we are getting. So coming to next one, Ostwald isolation method. In Ostwald isolation method what happens here? So this method is mainly applicable for reaction which is having more reactants. Okay, so if you take 3 reactants, let the n1 when A is isolated, order of reaction is n2. When B is isolated, the order of reaction is n3. When C is isolated, so then what you are getting here, the overall order of reaction, how we are getting n1 plus n2 plus n3. So isolation method is nothing but what here, you are going to take n1, n2, n3 and you are counting. So it will give order of the reaction. That one we call it as Ostwald isolation method. Next one, Van 't Hoff differential methods. In Van 't Hoff differential methods is nothing but what happens, it is denoted by concentration we are taking. So R is, as we know according to definition, minus dC by dt is equals to Kc. Decrease in concentration of reactants per unit time by, we call it as rate of reaction. So this one we call it as Van 't Hoff factor, Kc. So if you for n order reaction Kcn you are getting. So for different concentrations C1 and C2 you are taking log on both sides, log R1, log R2. Means what you will be getting, log K plus n log C1, log K plus n log C2. This one will get cancelled. Log R1 minus log R2 is equals to n log C1 minus n log C2. So log n is equals to what? Log R1 by R2 by log C1 by C2, or we can write it as this one also. So this is about chemical kinetics and methods of the order of the reaction and collision theory. In the next class we can discuss about the photochemistry. Thank you.